When your body quietly tells the truth about your lifespan, my dear friend, if you're hearing these words, there's a good chance you've already crossed 70 or you're standing very close to that milestone. This is the season of life when people don't talk as much about far-off dreams anymore. Instead, a single, honest, deep question starts to matter more and more. How much healthy time do I truly have left? Most people don't say it out loud, but almost everyone has thought it, especially on those mornings when you wake up and your body feels a little slower, your knees ache a little more, or your memory suddenly stalls mid-sentence. Here's the truth. After 70, your lifespan isn't a complete mystery anymore. Your body is remarkably honest. It doesn't know how to lie. It doesn't know how to hide. Long before illness becomes obvious, long before a serious event happens, the body quietly sends clear signals. The sad part is that many people ignore them or brush them off as just old age until the moment they finally understand. And by then, it can be too late. Some signs seem small: the way you walk, the way you sleep each night, the way you talk, the way you eat, and even the way you look at life every day. But those small things can predict your longevity with shocking accuracy. Not to scare you, not to make you anxious, but to help you notice sooner, adjust sooner, and live the years ahead with more control, more peace, and more confidence. This video isn't for anyone looking for shallow comfort. This video is for people who are brave enough to face the truth even when the truth isn't pleasant. Because in return, you get something priceless, a truth that can help you extend your life, improve your daily quality, and most importantly, stop living under a fog of silent worry. In the next few minutes, I'll share 5 of the most important signs after 70 signals that science, medicine, and the lived experience of many older adults consistently recognize. If you're willing to observe yourself honestly, you'll start to see which direction your body is leaning, quietly weakening in silence, or still strong enough to walk with you for many more years. So before we go any further, I want to invite you to do one small but meaningful thing. Comment 1 below to watch this entire video. It's not only a way to support, it's also a promise to yourself, a reminder that says, I care about my health and my longevity. Stay with me, listen slowly, listen carefully, because it's very possible that within these next 5 signs, you'll find the answer you've been silently searching for all this time. The first sign: the way you walk reveals far more about your lifespan than you might think. After the age of 70, simply watching how someone rises from a chair, takes a few steps, and turns around can tell us an astonishing amount about their health and even their longevity. Walking is not just about the legs. It is a delicate coordination between the brain, the nervous system, the joints, the muscles, and the body's ability to maintain balance. When even one of these links begins to weaken, the gait is often the very first thing to reveal it. An older adult who can still walk steadily, without wobbling, without needing to hold onto walls or nearby objects, usually has a nervous system that is still functioning well and muscles that have not yet declined severely. On the other hand, when every step feels heavy, balance is easily lost, or falls happen frequently, this is not simply old age. It is a warning sign that the body is weakening faster than you may realize. Medical research has shown that the risk of early death rises significantly in people over 70 who fall often. But the real message lies deeper than the falls themselves. Frequent falls point to slower reflexes, poorer signal processing in the brain, and muscles that no longer have the strength to support the body. When stability in walking disappears, longevity begins to be quietly threatened as well. Many people say, I'm old now, walking slowly and shakily is normal. But the truth is, aging does not automatically mean helpless weakness. There are countless people in their 82nds who still walk every day, climb stairs slowly but steadily, keep their backs upright, and maintain clear, alert eyes. The difference is simple. They do not abandon their bodies. They do not allow inactivity to silently steal their vitality day by day. The way you walk also reflects your inner state of mind. Someone who still trusts their body moves very differently from someone who lives in constant fear of falling. Fear shortens the stride, tightens the posture, and gradually creates a vicious cycle. The more you fear, the weaker you become. The weaker you become, the more likely you are to fall. This cycle has quietly shortened the lives of many older adults without them ever realizing it. The good news is that your gait is not fixed. It can improve if you start caring in time. By maintaining gentle daily movement, practicing balance, and making sure your legs are used every day, you send a powerful message to your body. I still want to live well. And when the body receives that message, it often responds with remarkable resilience. After 70, every steady step doesn't just take you from one place to another. It is quietly extending your journey through life, day by day, month by month, year by year, in ways you may never have imagined. The second sign, your nighttime sleep directly reflects your lifespan after 70. After the age of 70, sleep is no longer just something you do to get through the night. It becomes the clearest mirror of what is truly happening inside your body. Many older adults grow accustomed to waking up in the middle of the night, tossing and turning for hours, or feeling mentally tense and restless the moment they lie down. They often comfort themselves by saying, "That's just old age." But the truth is, long-term poor sleep is one of the quiet signs that slowly shortens lifespan. Someone over 70 who can still fall asleep easily, sleep deeply, and wake up only rarely during the night usually has a more stable nervous system, a steadier cardiovascular system, and organs that still recover well. During deep sleep, the body enters a self-repair mode. The brain reorganizes memories, the heart gets a chance to rest, and the liver and kidneys silently clear out what has accumulated during the day. This process is essential for maintaining longevity. In contrast, when sleep is repeatedly interrupted, the body never fully recovers. Fatigue builds up night after night, weakening immunity, dulling memory, disrupting blood pressure, and making emotions more negative. What makes this especially dangerous is that these effects don't appear all at once. They progress slowly, causing many people to underestimate the problem until their health declines noticeably. After 70, sleep is also closely tied to emotional longevity. People who sleep poorly or lightly are more likely to become irritable, pessimistic, and lose interest in life. When the spirit weakens, the body follows. Many studies show that older adults who sleep well tend to live longer, not only because they have fewer illnesses, but because they maintain the psychological balance needed to stay connected to life. Another important clue lies in how you feel when you wake up. Those who wake feeling light, clear-headed, and refreshed usually had better sleep quality than those who open their eyes already feeling exhausted, heavy-headed, and drained. How you feel in the morning is the most honest result of whether your body truly rested through the night. What matters most is understanding that poor sleep after 70 is not an unavoidable fate. It can improve if you adjust your daily rhythm, eat more moderately, reduce anxiety, and respect your body's need for rest. As sleep gradually returns, longevity extends with it in a way that is natural, steady, and lasting. In the end, sleep is the time when your body quietly tells you, "I still have the strength to heal myself." And as long as you can still enjoy real, restorative sleep, your journey through life is far from over. The third sign, memory and mental clarity decide whether you are truly living or merely existing. After the age of 70, there is a very thin line between living fully and simply getting through each day. That line is not defined by how many illnesses you have, nor by the age written on your ID. It is defined by the clarity of your mind, your memory, your ability to think, the way you converse, and how you respond to the world around you form the third sign, one that predicts longevity with remarkable accuracy. An older adult who can still clearly remember the names of their children and grandchildren, follow a conversation, laugh at the right moment, and feel sadness where it belongs, often lives far longer than someone who is frequently confused, forgetful, or withdrawn into silence. The brain is not just a storage place for memories. It is the command center for emotions, behavior, the will to live, and even the ability to care for oneself. When the mind remains clear, the body still has a leader. Memory decline does not arrive overnight. It begins subtly forgetting where the keys were placed, forgetting what was just said, forgetting the name of a familiar person. When this is accompanied by indifference, a loss of interest in conversation, or a desire to retreat from the world, the danger is greater than it seems. Because when someone no longer wants to connect with life, their lifespan begins to quietly shrink. In contrast, there are people well into their mid-70 seconds or even 80 seconds who still enjoy asking questions, listening to new stories, engaging in gentle debates, and retelling old memories. That curiosity and connection are clear proof that the brain is still actively working. And when the mind remains flexible, the risk of rapid decline, stroke, depression, or loss of vital function is significantly lower. Sadly, many people believe getting old means becoming forgetful. It's normal. That is only partially true. Aging does not automatically mean confusion. Growing older does not require abandoning the mind. In many cases, rapid memory decline is caused by loneliness, lack of communication, and lack of mental stimulation, not age alone. When the brain is not used, it withdraws, just as muscles weaken when they are no longer exercised. After 70, every conversation you join, every story you listen to, every thought you choose to share is a way of telling your body, I still want to live, I still want to understand, I still want to stay connected to this world. And when the mind has not closed itself off, the body finds it much harder to stop moving forward. If you notice that you or someone you love are still mentally clear and eager to talk, that is a deeply precious sign. And if you feel memory beginning to slip, don't panic. See it instead as an early reminder to change course while you still can. If you're listening up to this point and feel a sense of recognition, leave a comment with 1 as a quiet affirmation that you want to keep your mind sharp. And if you'd like to continue through the remaining important signs, don't forget to leave 0 at the end of the video. The 4th sign, appetite and digestion reveal how much your body still wants to live. After the age of 70, many people begin to eat less and less. They eat just to get by, sometimes eating only because they feel they have to. The sense of enjoyment fades. Meals no longer spark anticipation. Many assume this is simply a normal part of aging. But in reality, appetite and digestive function are among the most important signs that directly reflect longevity. An older adult who can still eat with enjoyment, taste their food, approach meals without fear, and avoid prolonged bloating usually has a digestive system that is still working well, with internal organs maintaining healthy coordination. The stomach, intestines, liver, and pancreas don't just digest food. They determine how well nutrients are absorbed, how energy is maintained, and how strong the immune system remains. When digestion is still doing its job, the body still has a solid foundation for healthy living. On the other hand, prolonged loss of appetite after 70 is rarely just about changing taste. It is often linked to declining organ function, metabolic imbalance, or emotional exhaustion. When food no longer brings pleasure, the body runs low on energy, muscles waste away more quickly, immunity weakens, and a quiet downward spiral begins. At this stage, older adults tire easily, fall ill more often, and recover very slowly after each sickness. Even more telling, appetite reflects the body's will to live. When a person still feels hunger, still wants to eat, the body is sending a clear message: I still need energy to continue. When that sensation disappears entirely, it's not just the stomach shutting down. Many internal systems have begun to retreat as well. A positive sign is when an older adult can still eat several small meals a day without nausea, without prolonged bloating, and with regular bowel movements. This shows that digestion has not stalled and that the body still retains the ability to self-regulate. In contrast, eating that immediately causes fatigue, discomfort, or fear often accompanies a broader decline in health and lifespan. What truly matters after 70 is this: eating less is not as dangerous as eating without absorption. Some people eat very little but digest and absorb well, and they remain strong. Others eat full meals, but their bodies take in almost nothing, and their strength fades anyway. That's why listening to how you feel after a meal is just as important as how much you eat. The good news is that digestion can improve when it's cared for properly. Eating slowly, eating in moderation, choosing foods that are easy to digest, and keeping a calm, relaxed state of mind during meals. When eating once again becomes a small daily pleasure, it's a powerful sign that the body has not given up on you. After 70, being able to enjoy food and digest it well is your body speaking clearly and honestly. I still want to keep going. An important truth: these 5 signs are not meant to scare you. They are meant to give you time to change your own destiny. After listening this far, you may notice a strange feeling inside. Not exactly fear, but not complete reassurance either. Some signs may feel familiar, you still recognize them in yourself. Others may have made you pause, suddenly realizing, maybe I really am getting weaker. And this is precisely the moment when you need to hear the most important truth in this entire story. The 5 signs we've talked about are not a sentence. They are not rigid predictions of fate. They are early warning signals. The greatest difference between those who live long after 70 and those who decline quickly is not whether the signs appear, but how they respond once they notice them. Some people realize they're walking more slowly and begin gentle daily movement. Some notice their sleep worsening and consciously adjust their daily rhythm. Some feel their memory slipping and start talking more, reading more, reconnecting more. And those small changes, so easy to underestimate, quietly add years to their lives. Others choose to ignore the signs. They tell themselves, "I'm old, this is just how it is." They slowly get used to being weaker, more forgetful, more tired. And it is this passive acceptance, not age itself, that shortens lifespan the fastest. What many people don't realize is this: your body always gives you time to correct course. It doesn't collapse the moment the first sign appears. It waits for you to listen. But if you keep ignoring it, the body begins to close doors. One by one, the door of strength, the door of memory, the door of spirit. And once those doors close, turning back becomes very difficult. After 70, the most valuable thing is not the best medicine or the most money, it is timely awareness. When you clearly understand where you stand, you still have choices. The choice to care for yourself better, the choice to slow down but live more deeply, the choice to not let the final years slip away in quiet regret. If you're listening to this and feel that you still have a chance to change, leave a 1 in the comments as a promise to yourself. I'm not giving up. And if you'd like to hear the full closing, where everything comes together in a calmer, clearer way, don't forget to leave a 0 at the end of the video. Because sometimes, the moment you're willing to listen and act, your lifespan is no longer resting quietly in the hands of fate. Conclusion: longevity is not a number, it lies in how well you listen to yourself. After everything we've shared, you may have realized something deeply important. Longevity is not vague, and it is not decided by luck alone. After the age of 70, the body no longer speaks in loud warnings. Instead, it whispers through ordinary, everyday signs: a steady step or a shaky one, a deep night's sleep or a restless one, a mind that stays clear or slowly fades, a meal enjoyed or merely endured, and above all, a spirit that still wants to stay connected to life, or one that has quietly begun to withdraw. These 5 signs are not here to frighten you. They are here to remind you that you still have time. Time to adjust. Time to care for yourself more thoughtfully. Time to slow down without giving up. Many people who live long lives do not do so because they are free of illness, but because they never turn their backs on their own bodies. They listen. They respect new limits. And they patiently walk alongside themselves through each stage of life. What's truly precious is this: the body always gives you another chance. As long as you can still walk, still sleep, still eat, still think, and still look forward to tomorrow, the door to life has not yet closed. Old age is not the ending. It is a slower, deeper chapter where even the smallest choices carry great meaning. Remember this: no one lives long by luck alone. Those who live long are the ones who listen early, change in time, and never dismiss the small signs. Every day you care for your legs, protect your sleep, keep your mind active, eat with balance, and nurture your will to live, you are quietly extending your own journey. If you've listened all the way to the end of this video, that alone is a positive sign. It shows that you still care about your health, your longevity, and the value of the days ahead. And that, by itself, already puts you far ahead of many others. Longevity is not a number written somewhere in advance. It lives in how you choose to live each day, how carefully you listen to your body, and how kindly you treat yourself. As long as you can still do that, no matter your age, your journey through life remains meaningful, and it is far from over.